I have restarted for YouTube. You're so fucking smart. Totally. Friendly refund could be incredible. Ah, that's where it is. I found myself wanting grip thorns, but I'm gonna take pressurized. Because I think it's funny. Sans brain that night. Oh shit. So we're doing this in the bowling? Odd choice. I'll never forget the day Ali said, as long as you put a bow on the prick. I misspoke when I said that. I meant to say brick. Just to offer the full context. Brought you home, kid. We left when I was 7. I don't feel the bullying. I didn't grow up in sandbagged black sites. I don't feel the bullying. Well, it's who you are. And you need to reconnect with it. Why? To be authentic. I'm gonna be authentic to a life I never lived. Look, what you really need is to kick some ass. Brood Mafia ass doesn't bring back my finest hour. That's why we're here. Face your fears, clear your mind. Master the moment. You are a badass Special Forces operative, and you're gonna ice every motherfucker in that room. Non-lethally. Whatever. Breach. Oh no. Keep your team alive. Finish with all team members at full health for confidence. Damn, there it is. Show those fangs, Tiger. I don't know why I did that. Killer instinct, baby. Why did you do that? We're gonna keep that optional for flavor. Wait. Don't worry about that. You won't believe this, but you shooting me while I shot some fake gangsters hasn't resolved my guilt complex. Sent the updated scores in the Discord. Yet. Tough takes time. Every steak takes a pounding to become its best. You know that tenderizing meat makes it softer, right? Shut up and take a brain peek at what I've got in store for you next. I hate the phrase brain peek Looks like me? For me in my goth phase. Exactly. Shooting for me in my goth phase is gonna do it, you think? Ever since Jadosa, you've been so afraid of doing the wrong thing. Put up all these guardrails you won't let yourself cross. Represented by goth me casting predictive shot in all directions. See, you get it. Wouldn't go that far. It's time to face the most dangerous enemy, brother. Yourself. It looks trivial, though. Confidence, finally. Oh, it does look trivial. Call it the intro. The intro to Final Fantasy XIV Parchment. Oh, that works out way better. I'm gonna shoot myself if I do that. Okay. Ow, ow. Who was that? I never did figure out who it was earlier. Isa? Most likely. Suri? Now I can see him. There's a reasonable explanation. That one was you, though? What one? Hey. We survived myself. Meow. Like the trauma factor of shooting myself that many times might have distracted me from tearing down my inhibitions. Man up, Zan. You have to do darker shit than that if you want to take on Liv. There are some lines we shouldn't cross, though, right? Not me. Be like me. Be free. I mean, I'm not gonna bring that up. You know what? I'll say it. You think Belmont was misrepresenting the truth? All I'm gonna say is it started happening right after Cass became a mod. She might not even realize the power that she wields. Does sound appealing when you say it using only one-syllable words. Check the mod list. It was only you and Belmont there. Well, by process of elimination. It must have been ghosts. Exactly. Not worth saying if it won't fit on a bumper sticker. Too spoop. Is that a reliable test of solid life advice, though? Oh. See, you're worrying again. We're gonna break you of that. Alright. It's a hellish maze of restrictive inhibitions and paralyzing doubts in there. That checks out. Look at your ass in there. Let's rip it to shreds. Keep your team alive. You like a wizard zaddy to bring build you back up again? That's a completely natural thing to want. Let's do that here as well, why not? Eliminate 3 targets with predictive bolts in 1 turn. I don't think that's how they expect me to get that achievement, but sure. Also, new tech learned. False Prophet can grab mana for you. It costs some mana to get one out, but I don't know, maybe sometimes that's useful. Jen? Sorry, Zan, but your evil twin sucks. We gotta put him through a window. But we were just starting to work together. Listening to women makes you weak. Alright, yeah, we can punt. Thanks for the clarification, evil twin. Defenestrate the worst Zan. Which one's the worst Zan? Dream Zan? No fair. Sure to what? Dream Zan being the worst Zan, or the idea of having a wizard zaddy break you and build you back up again? Min? So true. How are you here? I was having a nightmare about sun bears. Then I heard someone being mean to my friend. Damn it. Are there no privacy settings on these things? I mean, I'm glad you're here, but I do not want you in some of my others. I'll teach you some mind guard charms after this, but we should focus on your shit first. Why is your dream clone such a prick? I think you might be my dad, actually. It's possible he's the prick within. I mean, he called San Kid earlier, so I think he might be my dad. He had this way of making me feel bad for not being more Lebolian, even though he's the one who brought us to the DSR. He even pushed me to enlist. And Man Up was definitely a dad classic. Was your dad a prick? He was... I mean, he was complicated, I guess. Everyone's complicated. If your son struggles to say you weren't a prick, you were kind of a prick. Noted. Life advice acquired. That's just a hard thought to hold, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do. I don't mean to push, just offering, like, a cold splash of water if you need it. Thanks. I did. Should we be concerned that getting rid of him didn't wake you up? Oh, that's just because he's back in Enormous and in the next room. Ah, maybe your dream brain felt like this arc needed more of a climax? Let's not disappoint. Knock out all enemies. Keep your team alive. Prevent 2 reinforcements in total for confidence. Prickly. Immediately shoots anyone who attacks them. Navy Seer. Zan gone bad. Proactive shot. Immediately shoots anyone who attacks them, then shoots again in 4C. EP? It's because you need EP. Not that one. Oh, holy shit, that's a bit much. Live life to the max. Not that then. Cracking shot. Shoots in the 4C phase. Okay, basic enemies. Yeah, he can still totally see me from over there. How much does he have? 16 health. Not too big to defenestrate, though. If there are windows, which I don't believe there are. There are not. Thank you, Isa. For free-flowing my brain juices. You're still here. Just had to scratch your TF2 itch. That's fine. You just need to scratch sometimes. Oh, he just keeps going. Okay. Kinda good, though. Clerk official, BRB. No one told me Final Fantasy XIV was gonna take 20 plus minutes. It's a lot longer than that once you get into actually playing it. Oh, 200 minutes. Just to install. I mean, in a time kind of way. You do get more game time out of it than it costs to install, that's for sure. Oh, that's the trick. You don't hit him with anyone but himself. That's so classy. The stream is slowing bandwidth. That's true, though. You've never used Twitch on the computer? You do to lurk? That's the only way... That's the only way I watch Twitch. I'm the opposite, actually. I only use my phone to lurk. When I'm, like, out. No, this is fine. Okay, that's not the solution either. Your server is congested, no one can make characters on it? Well... I don't understand any part of that. I haven't given anyone in a while, so Soul gets an accomplishment mushroom for being a friend. Oh, that's really sweet. Better start eating if you want to get rid of him. Good luck, Soul. Sorry I'm bad at puzzle, by the way. Venom's data center is the only one that can create new characters right now. All data centers have at least one congested world. Just means your game's popular. Those are windows. It has to do with that because play fall off after the expansion is real. Oh, play fall. Yeah, I understand now. No moving. I cannot grab. Oh, welcome back, Cass. Welcome back, Soul. The game's been getting non-stop DDoS attacks since launch of Dawn Trail. Jeez. I didn't read that one. I missed that one. Sorry. Wait, whose avatar? My avatar? I'm very open about creator. Or what that is? It feels like... Okay, honestly, it reminds me of Made in Abyss. But I don't know if that's correct. Fair, but no. I'll take a fair. I'm starting to think I might be on the wrong track. Have I ever played Black Ops? I haven't. You're an onion mason. You should know this. Sergeant Frank Woods as an onion girl? I have no idea. I've lost confidence. Just shoots right past her. Other side too, I take it? Obviously. I'll watch Jan die 100 times if I need to. They didn't bring back the original boss from Black Ops 1 and 2 for Black Ops Cold War. And they said some really zany shit. The original VAs! I can eventually understand. Oh, there's a guy standing behind him that I did not notice. Nope. Oh my gosh, that actually scared me. Because I'm trying. I was like trying to get this before break and I saw myself vanish. I didn't realize it was due to the Dorito dye making a mouse translucent. Call of Duty ratings always sucked though. Loved it when Frank lost his shit. Wait, I coded that. The day you shared the article and said, Allie, be careful. I made 12 Doritos, a command that turns me transparent. On site. That's right. Oh, how many is it? Wait, which one's Zan? Zan's the one in front. You know what? Take cover. We're gonna do the best we can and take cover. If I can't do this, like, all cool, then I'm just going to do it slowly. Slow and steady breaches the fence. Breaches the face. Hmm. Bought a leather jacket at the consignment store for $38. That's actually an incredible deal, isn't it? It's not going better, guys. Oh, Rev, hi! I'm an adorable willow bat queen. I found this in my closet, so I put it on for spooky month. How are you doing? And a perfect fit? Could you even ask for more? I'm doing great. Untrue. No, still do that. Alright, tickle attacks out of line. I'm sorry. Your defenses feel lowered. Hmm. Hey! He can't shoot back if he's dead. Uncontrollable supersonic rat giggles. Tired but good. Got home early from work, so chilling. I hear that's going around. That's a good, nice thing to be seeing a lot of. You want to get a little frog pin? Oh my gosh. That was actually a half an hour. I feel bad for that. Unique perk acquired. When Zan's self-loathing became debilitating, Jin's friendship was a lifeline. It takes a trust that deep to fully unlock the power of another wizard's vessel. But when you do, the rewards are... It says here, +3 knockback. For one mission only, Jin's vessel has given your standard shot a ridiculous boost. Does that mean next mission is last mission? Why do barbers enter arranged marriages? I don't know, Cass. Why do barbers enter arranged marriages? To sire a heir to the throne? Ah. Alright. I need a break after that. I'll see you in 5. I came back. How are you? What animal takes part in Schrodinger's most famous thought experiment? None of them do because they're probably not thinking through experiments. Welcome back, Isa. Welcome back, Soul. You never came? Oh, sorry. Never mind then. Welcome back, Cass. You get separation anxiety. That's okay. That's understandable. Why is my trivia still here? Why you leave so much? Need a couple of minutes to stand up and pop every joint in my body and then sit back down in order to think clearly for a long period of time. Autism's tight. Okay. Nice. Have joints stay pooling. I'll give that a true. Oh, mice have joints. Makes more sense. We must form a hive mind to combat the separation. I'm down. Why these joints be having so much air? Who knows? I just keep breathing it for some reason, and I guess it gets in the joints. So, want to talk about it? Thanks for the assist. Never had backup in a self-hate dream before. That wasn't the first? He gets me when my emotional immune system's down. When it's busy with something else. Your chat with Liv, back in Kalan. Yeah. I'm just lost this time, Jin. Could barely cope when I thought I'd made a hard choice. How am I ever gonna get past knowing I made the mother of all fuck-ups instead? I think you're already coping with it. I mean, denying it is probably not wise. I think it's probably true. You have cavitation anxiety in your joints? I'm sorry to hear that. I never understood why you were so cut up about that night. You'd saved the hostage and Liv was only briefly captured from her own mistake. Why was it haunting you? Because rhetorical! Let me finish pop psyching you, please. I think you were already carrying the weight of the truth. You just couldn't look right at it yet. Well, sure as fuck got heavier when I found out. I'm sure. I'm just saying. I don't think your 2 years of pain were nothing. It's all progress. Oh, I got to say both. Any chance it's not true? Nah, I knew it. As soon as she said it. Saw it. Explains a lot, too. Never sat right that I got a dishonorable discharge for following my orders to a T. It's not all on you. What's that gross Navy saying you told me? Takes more than one asshole to make a shitstorm. That's terrible. Neighbor keeps letting his dogs out without their leashes? Sorry, and I only do that with strict supervision. Right. Graphic, but valid. Who else am I meant to blame for this? That Cramorant is how I felt reading your barber joke. Guy who shot him? Have you considered that some of the blame for the hostage's death might lie with the guy who shot the hostage in the head? If there was no one else around, I wouldn't care. But I don't know these dogs, and I've seen them get aggressive. That's different. Because I know Kirby, and I know he's not aggressive. Not to mention cars. Because if I was hired to solve this murder, it would take me 12 seconds and your name wouldn't come up. I'd still have the bill, I'd still have to bill for the hour though. My accountant says I can't round down anymore. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That was for 30 bits? If you're gonna keep using those, I have to make them cheaper. Very cute though. But also, thank you. He'd be alive if we hadn't been there. And was that your decision? No, but... defense arrests? Gosh dang it, Suri, why do I always have to tell you? The vibe here is tight, but not restrictive. When you worked delivery, you hated every person who let their dogs run free. I would too. I mean, Kirby's free inside the house, and we've received comments. But we're also right there with him. He's managed. It's not like he's outside without supervision. Live tactically. Wow. You didn't have to do more, but thank you. You didn't even know there were two, and for a second it looked like they were both running at you. And see how that'd be spook. You're calm, you swear? Yeah, totally. Yeah, I hope you're okay. Hope you get a nice hot drink or something soothing. You said Liv was off that night. And you warned her there was something fishy in that room. Was she careful? You're fine, thank you though. Good. No. Were you? Yeah, I mean, as much as... Right, so Liv is the primary author of this becoming a crisis. How did Liv feel about failure? Not an option. So when you're put in a situation where every option is some kind of failure, you've been trained not to accept either option. I'm a soldier, Jin. Should be able to make my own decisions. For sure, but we're talking factors, and an unhealthy aversion to disappointing Liv was a factor. Look, I'm not trying to sugarcoat this. You froze at a bad time to freeze. But the story you're telling yourself is that you walked into a picnic and got someone killed. And I'm saying you're thrown into a blender and you got out alive. You weren't able to save everyone else thrown in there with you. That's the extent of your crime. I want to believe that. I'm trying to see it that way. But we're walking into a blender the size of a nation. I don't know how to tell myself I'm not going to get you killed. Look at what we've already done. We pulled off a ridiculous series of operations in 4 different countries against world powers with vastly superior support. We didn't do it because we had a guy who always makes decisions fast. We did it because we have a guy who can see the fucking future, and he uses it to elevate the people he works with. I think Jodasa was a one-off. But even if it wasn't, having limitations doesn't mean you're broken. If it turns out your brain struggles with decisions, maybe get out of the tactical leadership game. But other than that, who cares? People are decisive when they care less about the consequences. If caring too much turns out to be your problem, you're doing alright. Thanks. I don't think I'll ever forgive myself as much as you do, but hearing all this helped. It's moving my baseline. From where I've been at, that's worth a lot. Friends, excuse me if I'm buzzing, but every Medellin kid dreams of sitting at the stone table someday. I dreamt of Gorn rabbits. That's cute. These wizards have some great communication skills. It probably helps when you're sharing dreams sometimes. But yeah. Oh, to be fair, that only happened once. Twice. Both times with Jin and Zan. Yeah, they're good at talking things out. All the same, please use coasters. Alright, let's talk counter heist. Wish I had wizard friends to wax philosophical with. You don't need wizards to do that. We've let Reactor believe we have secret tunnels leading into the mines, so they'll send Bori down there to block them off. Assuming that play works, we still have 3 major problems left to solve. Which we want to tackle first? Bori's not going to light up that mana vein just because we asked. I've got some thoughts, but you all know him better than me, so I'll put it to you first. I can just stand near what you want him to burn. Can we turn him? I don't see it. Bori's not a zealot, but he's shit scared of Kennedy. What if we could guarantee his safety? I just don't think he's rational that way. His fear is animal, not calculated. I smell it on him every time I'm K9. Logical argument, don't cut through musk that thick. I'll say. Oh my gosh, Cass, thank you. We could take Liv down first. Step 1 of your plan is take down Liv Kennedy. Step 2 is fanfiction. Don't get me wrong. I'd take another whack at her. But make a point not to underestimate the same mark twice. Oh. Agreed. It's our highest risk objective. Can't let the rest of the plan presume its success. Can just stand near what you want him to burn. Did that work? Is there splash on a spell? A little. But Doll, his fire is worse than it sounds. Your armor won't help. Pass out in seconds. Doll shrugs. It's a fair point. We shouldn't throw our only armor at the one thing it's weak to. Didn't hear any other volunteers. I mean, if you wanted to burn someone we don't like. I go K9, he goes feral. Explain? My bite's worse than my bark. Makes anyone see red. If I turn him rabbit, he'll torch his own mom if she gets too close. Interesting. But tactically, we have a lot more control over our own positioning than the enemy's. Not necessarily. Everyone looks at Banks. Falling into a death's door was educational. Did some experiments. Let's say I can move anyone we like to anywhere I can put a door. And you can put those on any wall, as long as I have a clear shot. Well, that makes putting a target in front of the vein significantly easier. This actually sounds workable. I want to grill you both on the nitty-gritty of those powers later. But I'm ready to call that a plan. Send Banks and Ryan down to the mines. I don't need a lot of persuading to put a necromancer in the same room as the one guy we absolutely need alive. Necromedic. What's next? Figure out what to do about Viv. You know her better than anyone. What's her best shot? All of us at once. It's the only thing we haven't tried. I'm open to that. We have to torch the mana first. Won't work. The minute she gets word of any of this... The minute she gets word of any of us on site, she'll be there to handle it personally. He's not wrong. You don't trust reactor grunts to handle anyone with craft. Well, I can't sign any version of this where torching the mana depends on beating Kennedy first. With the greatest respect, your history with her doesn't convince me you can win that fight. That's fair, honestly. Do any of yours have relevant craft, Moss? We got a fireball guy. Go dodge it. Kaze is skinned like a tank. Go blow past him. Mila can speak to cats. Situational, at best. Balls can freeze time. Oh, hello. For everyone. What does that mean? Oh my god, I can't believe Twitch approved this. Oh god! That's a good one. Sussy emote. I didn't fully, comprehend it at first. You shouldn't feel like you're breaking TOS by using an emote. You're right, so... you must not be. I don't see anything untoward going on there. It's just an excited little ghosty goo getting a treat. I bet there was peanut butter on that on that finger. You're not, but still. Him too. So he can't do anything when time is frozen. Right. So in what sense is time frozen? I've been meaning to circle back on that. Alright, well, a fascinating chat with Baz. A fascinating chat with Baz to be had there at some point. But he's not sounding like a live-killing hyper wizard we're after. Well, what? Would it be fair to surmise the rest of your list in terms of the original question as a no? Not unfair. The skip button has popped up. What about a distraction? I'll go with the good idea. You said she'll run to any of us when we show up. So what if we start with a decoy? Problem with the Chronomancer is, nothing distracts her for long. You might. What does that mean? Vesker. She's got a block on you. She should have killed you 10 times over by now. But she keeps stopping short. You got a history. But I think that rope runs out real fast if I get in her invasion gears. You vex her, mate. She talks like she's got something left to prove to you. Fuck knows what. If you push her buttons, drum up a Barney. She ain't leaving that pissin' match to handle us randos. She's in it till she bodies you. Villains do love speeches. No. I know, well, what? Just putting myself in the shoes of Twitch staff approving an emote. That one's actually very cute though. Fuck's sake, is that really our strategy? He's actually onto something. Conversation's the only thing she can't do instantly. Can't win an argument without waiting for a reply. And I've still got blink charms left. The rest of us could blink in to back you up as soon as the man is torched. Bone moment. Touching everything. Boss! I'm just reading emotes. That's a yes from our two live experts. And it doesn't jeopardize the burn, so it's a yes from me. San, let's put you on the roof. Furthest thing from the mines. Once she shows, keep her talking. Keep your pulse, and everyone else will blink in when they've done their jobs. You got a chopper? Not that we can use for this. Can't you blink up there? Not without a friendly to blink too. But you can use my broom. Can I? I mean, like, physically, can I? We'll make it work. Talk to me later. You for you mentioned getting a gift sub to her too? Oh. How do we burn the mana stockpile in the vault? The stockpile's in the vault, right above the mines. 3,000 kilos of triple density refined mana. Enough to make a global superpower with reactors tech. If we win the war, beat Liv, and burn the mana vein, we can eventually destroy it ourselves. But given the stakes, we don't want the fate of the world riding on that string of long shots all landing. We get a guy who can burn it in the building. Let's get it burned. Can we get the stockpile down to the mines? Not through the corridors, logistically. But if we blew out the floor? Interesting. It's not well supported. It's built over an old shaft. But the floor itself is sedenite. Got no portable munitions that can punch through that. How thick's not thick? Less than half a meter? Jen? Oh, you want to try a roof breach? Elaborate. The breach spell we use on doors. With the right regions, there's no reason I can't inscribe a bigger version on a roof, or a floor, and punch the whole thing out. What would you need? How much brimstone, stranglethorn, and snakeblood do you have on hand? You know, for a heist planning meeting, you really breezed past how to get into the vault. Unlimited cheese break? I'll be honest, as I go through this, I'm not sure I can actually play the mission. We'll at least get right up to it, and then next stream of this is going to be... You know what? I spent half an hour on a single room. It'll probably be fine. It wasn't really that much cheese. That's a shame. We're expecting Reactor to lock down the mana vault pretty tight, but they've never bothered with the gold vault. They're not short of cash. But they don't know the two are connected. It's not on the blueprints. That's your in. How much brimstone, stranglethorn, and snakeblood do you have on hand? Our Arcanist gets in tomorrow. I'll text her your Rex. Gonna take like a fat adult python worth of snake blood. She'll have the snake blood. Probably need some backup. Right. Tactical priorities? I'll need to get around the room fast to describe the glyphs, and I can't afford to focus on combat. Mobility support and raw damage. Doll? I'm in. Feeling meowless right now? Oh, sorry. Took too long. I'm gonna play Payday with a random group. Oof. On screen. Oh, no! Cass, I'm sorry. I cannot see those. I was confused by the, unlimited cheese break. You want a gift card from God? Don't call Bezos God. Oh. You want a meow? Who's giving out meows? Soul was. Alright. I think I can take it from there. Done. Jin and Doll sneak into the vault and blow the floor out. The mines team can take it from there. You can give meows? It's a song lyric. What's a song, Eric? A gift card from God? That's actually kind of a good one. You know, this might actually be a plan. Banks is asleep. Zan is dual fisting energy drinks. I'm about to. Bodies like a melody in your head. That's a good song lyric. I've never heard that one. You didn't say good? It's just a good one. Liar? Nah. Never heard it. I'm as surprised as you are. You were a world before you were a man? Weren't we all? I yearn for the embrace of the collective soul dip. Let's sleep on it before we get too excited. We might have just talked too long and lost our minds. It is about the time for it. At last. You were a cosmic energy form before the flesh took hold? Exactly. It's like it was planned. I'll have a validation. Oh, they're all max level. You can't have all perks. If someone pushable blocks a window. You're a frog before you became a frog? Are you the only one who hasn't changed? Just because you haven't changed on the outside doesn't mean you haven't changed on the inside. Wish I could raise my arms up halfway. Me too. I wish I could move my arms. +2 knockback final target. Tier chain bolt. Rogue. +1 use per encounter. Death's Door. Oh, we got 5. That appears to be the final number. I love it when the emotes don't populate in my OBS chat. Broke. Gotchigasm Nimcorn. Oh, add sedative to his bite. Should be responsible and start the mission next time. He has a dog dish. That makes sense, but... Man, I don't even have one of those.